Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday, November the 19th. And we're doing a live on International Men's Day to honour all the divine masculines out there and the divine masculine within us. So that also includes you ladies too. But it's interesting enough that men are pretty much half the population on the planet, and up until recently this wasn't even a recognised celebration day by one of the big government over-governing things around the world. And even when I did a post on Instagram this morning, that when you do the hashtag International Men's Day, it didn't even offer that up as an option, which is quite sad, really, with all the politics going on and everything, and the politically correct people, and they're just dismissing half the population. That's, and making out that men don't contribute to the world when they contribute a hell of a lot. Yes, and we all know that patriarchy is getting a bit of a battering at the moment from a lot of different agendas. But ultimately, for all you men out there, for all you ladies that honour your divine masculine within and honour the divine masculine if you're in a partnership, well done, because you're pretty much going into the face of adversity doing that, being openly loving towards a man. So thank you very much for that. It's much appreciated. We do a lot for this world, as do women, but it is going to be a bit more male focused this particular live, because it is International Men's Day. Men are the ones that pretty much, not any war going on, it's 99.9% men that die in those. We've given our lives throughout the decades, eons, for your freedom. And that in itself should be honoured. It's what mainly gets honoured on the 11th and 11th, is honouring all those that died during wartime, which, we all want to see the end of that kind of conflict. A long time coming. But now, I'll hand you over to my beautiful partner, Aida, to talk about the divine masculine from a female perspective.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks, my love. And that's the most important part. It's like we are masculine and feminine, and the polarities are alive within each of us. So whether you are a beautiful masculine and a masculine body, or a feminine and a feminine body, we have both masculine and feminine energies within each of us. And if you are choosing to go down a path where you are a pronoun, then that is absolutely a choice. Doing so consciously, and we're not going to rant about that today, but honouring the masculines in our life, and of course those that are alive within us. So the importance of this is because we are, as a society, emasculating men because of the patriarchy. And feminism movement came out in the 70s, I think it was, and it was a way of giving women back their power, right? However, you can't give back anyone's power. It's for us to take, right? And it's for us to give. And again, that's probably another podcast for another day. But today is really just recognizing that this is another part of humanity that is requiring us to be seen, and requiring us to be held, and requiring us to be heard. And that is so, so important for the balance of humanity. And remembering that whatever's going on in your life, it's conditioning and consciousness. And through that in itself is consciousness, or awareness in itself is transformative, right? So being aware if someone's triggering you, or if someone's activating something within you, then there's that beautiful healing lesson. But being able to see, feel, hear, and honor the masculines in our life and in our society is so important. Because in honoring that and allowing them to be seen, heard in a beautiful, balanced, conscious way, then we're healing. Because the separation, my loves, is that's the whole, oh my God, I don't even know how to describe it. That's what's causing the discomfort, the dis-ease, the rifts, the wars, is separation. And that's a very conscious thing as well. Choosing sides, or choosing to disrespect or dishonor, is separation. And separation is myth. It's a human 3D construct. And oneness, collective connectedness, and collective consciousness is 5D. And this is what we're needing to ascend to, for the consciousness of this, and the elevation, and the peace and the love of this planet. So by seeing the masculine, and today is Men's Day, and yes, we had International Women's Day on the 8th of March, and I'm sure each of you could probably roll that off the tongue. International Men's Day
Little
is
people.
the 19th of November.
And nobody knows
Honour
about it. Nobody knows about it. It's just hidden in the background. And I think like when I did the hashtag on Instagram, there was 202,000 posts on International Men's Day, and I bet there was 2.2 million on International Women's Day. Now, it's not a competition, but that just shows the disparity of what we can celebrate one gender but not the other, one divine but not the other divine. When together, we create this union, divine union, stronger together. It's something that me and Aida talk about. We're stronger together. And on our own, we're strong, but we're nowhere near as strong as we are together. And from an energetic perspective, from how energy works, when we put our energies together, we create far more than two. That's just how energy works. So two putting in creates 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. It compounds, so it gets stronger together. So, you know, if you want to deny, if you have a hatred of men, where is it in yourself you've got that hatred? Because we've all got that energy inside of us, the masculine and the feminine. You can't live without either of. So where you hate men, where do you hate yourself? Might sound very harsh and brutal, but that's fact.
It's a trauma-based response.
It is trauma.
It requires.
You weren't born hating men.
No, you're born perfect.
You weren't born hating anybody.
No.
So, you know, and honour the men. I mean, look at, there's some terrible statistics around. Most homeless people are men. Suicide is mostly men. You know, and another thing that's, DV is a very skewed statistic. Yet 1 in 7 women die in DV, which is 1.7 too many. But 1 in 10 men die in DV, and that is just never rarely spoken about because it's too close to the other statistic and it's not an agenda. And this is also in same-sex couples, which is very often not talked about either. Yeah, everybody thinks that 1 in 7 women die at the hands of men, but they don't. They often die at the hands of women. So we've got a speedboat coming along, Tinny.
Fun.
So just as I'm trying to talk about.
Boys having fun and girls having fun actually, which is really cool.
2 boys in a tinny and 1 girl in a tinny. So there's your fantasy. And this is probably why boys die quicker than women, because she's being sensible and they're acting like fun.
They just think they're having fun.
Yeah, they're having fun.
Men have this courageous, brave energy, and that's their job. They're hunters, women are gatherers, and that's our biology.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Exactly.
Safe, fun energy. It's fun and play. So
you know, and men are that stupid, but that's how we discover things, by doing these stupid things and inadvertently discovering things. And we contribute greatly to society and honour that. Like, if you hate men, then get rid of the things that men created. And the first thing you need to get rid of is the internet and your mobile phone. Can you live without those? No, then you can't live without men. And as brutal as that sounds, that's absolute fact. Like all the cars that you drive, what are they built? Okay, mostly they're built by robots these days. But back in the day, who were they built by? And I'm not saying that there weren't women in the workforce, because there is. But ultimately, we still choose the more physical labour side of most tradies are men. So your houses that get built, your office buildings that you work in, all those things, if you hate men and you don't want any part of a man in your life, then leave all those things behind and see where you are.
I think the honouring of the masculine and the physicality is also important. And women have had to, choice, become more masculine in their energy, because they've been trauma, some disappointment in their life, or some attachment, or something that's happened, right? And this is where the disparity and the separateness has actually come from. But when you see the divine couple energy, or the divine masculine and feminine polarity, men actually have the seed of life, right? They have life force energy. They create the seed of life. So I'm coming back to a beautiful energetic and whole union perspective. And women are the home body, right? And please don't take that wrong. And I mean by we're the womb carriers, we're the creation center, where from nothing we create a child, but we are the egg, right? And men are the life force energy.
The nurturers.
Women are the nurturers, men are the protectors, and that's a beautiful balance of energy, right? So when we're coming from an energetic perspective, men activate life force energy. Women hold, nurture, grow, be, and we are the creatrix energy, Mother Earth, for example. Both are required. Grandfather Sun, Grandmother Moon. Yeah, Mother Earth, Father Sky. Both are needed. Both are required, and both are surrounding us in an energetic perspective, and both of us are required to create life, to create all of the things. So when our men, as Roy said, going out and doing the workforce and creating all of these things, because women are at home nurturing, loving, providing in other ways, providing the home, nurturing the home. Men, traditional centers, gather, hunters. They go out, they catch the meat, they bring it home, right? Women held the home, nurtured the home, protected the home, were able to gather the fruits of the forest, forage for and tend to crops, right? So there's this beautiful energy of giving and receiving. It's balance and polarity, and we're here as a divine feminine couple and twin flames, twin soul flames, as you like to call us. I don't even want to say the word soulmate, but it's all of the things, right? We're here to remind you the beautiful balance of power. And if you're choosing to be in a same-sex couple, that's absolutely fine, or whatever you're choosing to do. It's honoring the masculine outside of us. We're here because of our father. That or
every
not,
single
right?
one of you
Men
watching.
are your fathers, your brothers, your caregivers. They are your uncles, they are family. And there's no separateness from us, because everyone, and often we have attachments, or I don't use that word lightly, but we've created community groups that feel like family. But there's a balance of masculine and feminine energies. Otherwise, women have to become more masculine to fill that role. When men have become emasculated to try and, not rock the boat so much. And like let's rise up and bring back this beautiful balance.
So, it's like, for the men out there, don't be ashamed of being the strong masculine type.
Yeah.
Really don't. Honour that. Honour that's who you are. That's the energy you're born with. It's the genealogy you're born with. It's the mission you were born with. Strong men protect society. Weak men debase society. And that applies exactly the same for women too. And for everyone who's watching, and everyone who watches this, irregardless of what political gender you're following, I can guarantee 100% without fail, you have a father. A male father.
Yeah. Seed of life.
Because it simply cannot be created the other way, even if it was a sperm donor who created this, who donated that. Yeah. Your father is a man.
Yeah. And your mother is a woman.
Exactly.
And let's honour that.
And together we create the future. It's the only way that there is the odd species out there that can that's asexual, that can recreate on its own. There is, but human beings aren't one of them.
Yeah. Right.
Never have been, never will be. It'll always need, just like big cats and bears and elephants, and
because we are an evolved species. Yeah. Those amphibii, they do that because they've had to evolve, and that's how they've had to recreate to survive. But we're an evolved species, allegedly. So this is why we are able to have polarities.
It's our way of survival. We co-create to create children, and then they do the same. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. If you're in Australia, wherever you're watching it, enjoy your sunny Sunday morning or Saturday night, depending on, you might be in America, so you're a bit further behind and maybe got a beer and watching a movie. Who knows? Well, watching this, then watching a movie. Don't watch the creator of, interesting of the creator. We watched it last night. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Movie review right at the end. Terrible. Anyway, that's just our opinion.
Yeah. Much love, beautiful.
Thanks for watching. We're going to go. We're getting bitten by ants.
Okay.
Take care.